Today I'm going to be showing you the transformation of our garden. When we moved into this house almost a year ago now, the garden was completely unusable. It was just overgrowth, weeds, insects. There wasn't even a proper garden wall around the garden. This cheap metal fence had just been put up to separate us from the surrounding fields, and the fence itself was falling apart. I wouldn't let the kids go out because it was full of wasps and ants and bees and various insects. And then if they did go out, they would just bring back all this mud and dirt and dried bits of grass into the house. The garden was banned for almost a year. But of course, we were too busy concentrating on doing up the inside of the house because that also needed done. Almost a year later, we've managed to save up the money. We've managed to semi-do the inside of the house. So now we have got round to doing the garden. It was a huge job. It took almost 3 months and it cost a bomb, a ridiculous amount of money, which we're still trying to recover from. After a lot of time and a lot of money, the garden is done. And today I want to show you it. So as you walk in, to your right, we've laid down these like white pebble stones. Before, this area was just complete overgrowth and weeds. It attracted all the cats from the surrounding areas. All the cats would come and do the toilet there because there was sand and cats like to do the toilet in sand. So it would just be full of cat excrement and it was just horrible, really unhygienic, really disgusting. But anyway, we uplifted all the weeds, all the sand, everything, and then we put these lovely white stones down, and that looks so much nicer than before. The path leading up to the front door was already there when we bought this house, but we did paint the front door. It used to be white and we painted it black and we put a lovely little black light above the door. I was going for the Downing Street look. I'm not quite sure I've achieved that, but either way, I still think it looks pretty nice. Then here we have the structure of a garage. The initial idea was to build a garage, to turn this structure into an actual garage, to put up brick walls, have an actual functioning garage that we could use as a place to store things, a place to park our car. But in the end, we just ran out of money. I didn't realise how expensive it actually is to build a garage. Every time you build a wall, it's not just building a wall, you have to dig foundations. It's a lot more complicated than I thought and a lot more expensive than I thought. Maybe in the future, at some point, if we win the lottery, we'll build a garage. But for the moment, we're not gonna do that. And we're just gonna have it like an open area where the kids can play or we can park our car there. So that's kind of how the front garden looks. It's all right. Needs a bit of a clean, but it looks so much better than before. And then we had to build a wall all the way around the whole perimeter of the garden. Again, it was too expensive to build a huge big wall. So all we did was build like the minimum and then stuck a fence on top of the wall and put some bamboo over the fence to make it look a bit nicer. And then we tiled all up the side of the house. The side used to just be weeds and completely unusable, and now it's a great space for the kids to go up and down on their bikes. Then we had to move on to the back garden. What we decided to do to the back garden was, again, uplift all the weeds and everything and lay down artificial grass. So that involved laying down sand, leveling out the whole of the back garden because it was completely uneven. And then we laid down this special anti-weed mat so that no weeds would grow. And then we laid down the artificial grass. We got a really good quality artificial grass. It kind of looks like real grass and it's turned out really, really nice. We then moved on to this back wall. This back wall used to be like red brick, really ugly. It was basically just a wall that they had built and then they hadn't covered the wall with anything. So it was just exposed brick and it looked terrible. So we covered all that and the wall now looks great and it's the same colour as the rest of the house. And then we decided to build a porch area. So we laid down the same black tiles we have running up the side of the house. My husband installed that lovely black light, and we also installed a shade that rolls out and gives you like loads of shade over the table. We got this really nice table for outside as well, so you can eat outside, you can have barbecues and everything. So that just gives us like a lovely area where we can sit outside while the kids are playing on the grass. And then the final thing that we did, this was not planned at all, wasn't planning on doing this, but this company reached out to me and offered me some really cool lights to put in the garden. So we decided to put those down. They come in this really small box, and inside the box are the lights and a little mini solar panel. And what you have to do is put the solar panel somewhere where it's gonna get sunlight. So we decided to put it right on the top of the fence so the kids couldn't get it. Then you just run the lights wherever you want to run them. The lights are 10 meters long, so it covered our back wall. During the day, the solar panel gets all the energy from the sun, and then at night when it's dark, the lights light up. And it looks so pretty, and there's all these different modes. You know, you can have the flashing mode or just pure lights that don't flash. And they look so pretty at night in our garden. It's Christmas every day in our garden. They cost $12.99 on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below if you want to go and buy them. But yeah, they're really cool. And that is our garden. I'm so happy that we finally got a garden. Madrid has such lovely weather that to be stuck in the house and not be able to go out into the garden and enjoy the lovely weather, it was a bit depressing. And now we're just always in the garden. So I'm so happy with the transformation of our garden. I feel so lucky to have a garden. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!